Hey Ratbags, it's Jade. Today I'm going to guide you on how to get what I think is one of the best guns in the game, pretty much very early on in your journey as Yasuke, but also some legendary Tanto daggers that deal some pretty good bonus damage with consecutive hits, plus a bunch of resources when we clear out a Tofan set inside a fort. So you are going to be venturing into the Harima region, and we're looking for a sub-region, the Kanki Burn Fields. All the Tofans do have a question mark on it, so it should be easy enough to spot once you get into this region. Just pan all the way over to the left hand side of the map. I was around level 20 to 23 when I explored this place, and I do think it scales. And you might want to consider actually playing as her to get through the area. There's going to be a lot of guards around this Tofan. If you don't know, Tofans are pretty much more parkour style dungeons or tombs that sometimes have enemies, sometimes not. There are very open fences all around, so the guards inside can actually see from quite a distance, hence why it might be better 2 players now to get in at least. But to complete this Tofan, you do need to be a Yasuke. Otherwise, go ahead and brute strength your way through. You can smash through some of the doors to make life easier too, but you will come across a number of enemies, 20 plus. If you're looking for more resources for your hideout, there is a good ton here as well, so make sure you've got 3 scouts. I'm sure there might be a side quest or mission that directs you here, as it is a proper fort, so there will be a die shoot to take care of before you can get access to the legendary Tantos. If you've got no interest in them though, and you just want the gun, you can sneak in, as I said with Neo, and go straight for the Tofan entrance. But I do think it's worth persevering, just hopefully you're at the right kind of level, and I've got a good amount of little rewards too. So yeah, go up the mound and on the chest. Obviously once you've killed the dice show, you'll be able to unlock it and get the Tantos, as well as an engraving. And as you can read, it does massive damage on critical hits. Its name is the Artist Tier. It does actually 6% extra damage on consecutive hits, so pretty good, and obviously miles better than anything else you'll have at that level in terms of daggers. And here's why you're going to need Yasuke, as well as at some point in the actual tomb, because you're going to need to pick up these explosive jars. It's only something he can do that no way can't. So obviously drop one down and then simply hit it with an arrow. So it's pretty linear, although there are a couple little secret ways to go, and there is another place that you're going to have to use some of the explosive jars. And of course a variety of places where you're going to come across more enemies. So you can maybe see why, even if you wanted to switch to no way now, it might be a bad idea, as you probably will end up having a full frontal assault. Or be a bit cheesy like me and pepper him with some arrows. Once all dead, go ahead and demolish the bamboo wall, and this is the way forward. The other way is simply the exit once we reach the end of this tomb. Follow the corridor down and you'll come to a place where you can jump up, and you should notice there's some yellow flowers or green ones just here. When you drop down and you start crawling through this hole, if you go straight on, that's the way forward. However, if you actually look directly left near the cobwebs, there is a little turning. I did miss this the first time I explored this area, and then I realised when I looked in the focus mode I'd missed a bunch of gold spots. Nothing super crazy, but a new weapon's a new weapon or unlock. Continue through and then you've got a brutal kill to take care of if you've unlocked that perk. You'll come to a T-junction. Right directly ahead of you is another wall that you can blow up with some barrels. Left hand side is a tease into the main loot room, and then obviously on the right hand side you've got some more enemies to take care of. Once they're dead, you'll find some more of the explosive jars in the ante-room, and don't worry, these do respawn if you accidentally blow them all up. Take them back to the T-junction and obviously blow up the wall ahead of you. Follow the corridor round, you'll have another place where you need to crawl, and then you'll have these stairs that take you up to the next level. And before you go straight on here, actually do a quick left, you'll see a small opening. This takes you to another small loot room. Only had some valuables in it, but yeah, this is the room you saw maybe boarded up earlier from the slope. And just go back the way you came and go straight on this time. In this next room we're going to have to move some of these big massive cases so that we can actually walk a jar up to where that actual scaffolding is. So I would go ahead and position the first one that you can see clearly right in the top right corner if you're facing the scaffolding, then run along the corridor and you should find another one blocking a small room. Obviously lift this one out of the way and go and get any of the loot that's inside, mainly arrows and the explosive jars. You can then walk up the little stairs onto this little gangway, and the idea is that yes, you go ahead and move the second little bookcase over, or you could try absolutely dropping the jar on top of it and then moving it afterwards, but I found that really tough. And not gonna lie, I'm realising now that I probably could have maybe thrown it as well from this distance perhaps, but instead I went and dragged the other case down. It's pretty forgiving, so you can see I put this one a bit more to the right and then just stepped over, and then this one was a case of now throwing it a little bit from this distance. But as I said, I might have even been able to do that a little bit further away. What I couldn't work out was an easy way to set this alight with actually not getting blown up. My arrows just weren't hitting and I didn't have any other gadgets or anything at this stage. What happened to the torches from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, eh? So in the end, I made sure my health was full and I bit the bullet and got a bit closer. Make your way through, and yes, there's another missable wall to make explode, just as you turn on the right hand side here. But first, go and take care of all of these goons in the next chamber. Then obviously pick up one of the jars and bring it back to the wall that you bypassed down the corridor. If someone can pinpoint a better way that I don't blow myself up, let me know. This then leads into another chamber with some more loot obviously. And then the way down, as you see, is a slope. That's why you couldn't actually come up this way. Back into the chamber where you actually picked up the jar and fought them guys. Now you just need to pick up another jar and aim it obviously at the other wall. Smash this one and hopefully not kill yourself. And finally, the main object of this video, you get it. It's the Teppo, which I think is honestly one of the best guns that I've come across at least. It already comes with the quick reload engraving too, which is a legendary one, which you can't apply yourself even if you do find one until you upgrade your forge until at least level 3. Get a nice little knowledge point from that as well obviously, and then you simply make your escape going down that slope into the first main chamber and back up all the way up the stairs. Obviously the level that you get, it's going to be whatever close level you are. Some gear is really set at massively higher levels than you sometimes. Obviously got another slot to upgrade and put something in once you get the ability at the forge like I mentioned, and of course yeah, just does massive damage, headshot DPS and ability damage compared to any of the other guns at the same level. And this might seem pretty far in advance given I've said that this area is probably level 20 and I think the Harima region's around 24, but by the time you unlock Yasuke and get through the game you'll be pretty close to like level 15, maybe 17, 18, so it won't take long before you can maybe give this an attempt. So yeah, as soon as you get to like level 20, 21, 22, then maybe come over here and investigate. It's an alright looking gun, but thank God we can transmogrify, as it does look just a bit too wooden for me. And the daggers, well I wouldn't say they're the main thing, there's definitely better ones that you'll come across, but early game, yeah, why not? If you still don't know how to get your forge quickly up to level 3 so you can maybe apply legendary items to your legendary weapons, then make sure you go and watch my ultimate hideout guide. I think it's pretty concise in showing exactly everything you need to know about hideouts and the quickest way to level up some of your buildings. If the video's been useful, leave a like and I'll be back for more Assassin's Creed Shadow Guides soon. Bye bye.